Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal and let's start Nifty and Bank Nifty short-term view. What we have seen today just seems like sea of red because we can see that Nifty futures closed almost 236 points down and Bank Nifty futures closed more than 1100 points down yesterday. Now the trend in terms of daily chart is certainly down and the trend in the hourly chart, which is the shorter term time frame, is also down. But more or less, my thought process about Nifty futures is that it is still within a range. If you see this range very, very carefully, what I'll do is I'll actually show this range on a slightly higher, shorter time frame chart actually to all of you, then it will be visible even more clearly. If you look at the hourly time frame chart, see this range. So basically, Nifty future is range bound within the range of, you can say, just 18,200. And on the downside, you can say possibly 17,800. So this is the entire range. And within this range, market is just chopping down, up and down. Okay. Now, this is for short term. Little bit more. अगर हम medium term के बारे में बात करें, there possibly the upper side range could be, you can say just 18,380 or 18,400, just if you want to add 20 points of, little bit of space for yourself. And on the downside, you can still say 17,800. So this is the broader range for Nifty futures. Now, as I said, the trend is down in the daily time frame chart and even in the hourly time frame chart. What we can see is that budget is coming up very, very soon. So generally on a budget day, volatility can remain very, very high. And we can see just before budget, we have seen a lot of contraction of price. Although the intraday volatility was pretty high, I can completely agree to that. But it is a sort of contraction in terms of range. And we can see that range in short term has been broken. Not the range. In fact, the support band has been broken. In Twitter handle, I had shared that there is a support at 18,020 to 18,000 levels. And if we sustain below that, close below that, then we could head lower. What happened actually was, forget about the closing basis, in intraday basis only, when it cracked 18,000 level, it went all the way till, you can say, 17,840. Now the question is, will this sell-off continue or we will hit for a pullback? Because most of the times, whenever we have hit this particular 17,800 level, there has been some serious pullback. Okay. So question is, even this time the pullback will come or not? See, if you check properly, prices are oversold and we are near shorter term supports in the hourly time frame chart. We can also see there is some sort of positive divergence in RSI. So there is a slight possibility that there could be some sort of bounce back, but probably the bounce back may not hold because there is a lot of selling pressure on upper level. If we want to go higher and stay in the higher zone, in the higher, you can say the zone of the entire range, which is between 18,200 to 17,800. Okay. 18,020 to 17,800. Then we will need to again close above, you can say 18,080 to 18,100, which is not going to be easy considering the selling in PSU banks, because PSU banks have fallen very, very badly. To see the way they have come down, especially in the hourly time frame chart, right? So what I can say is that there could be a pullback, but possibly the pullback may be short-lived. And I would be really, really surprised if this sell-off continues even tomorrow on Friday and probably on Monday, because we are very much oversold in the hourly time frame charts and we are certainly at a decent support, not a very strong support, but a decent support in Nifty futures. And if we close below 17,800 possibly and we sustain the selling pressure even the next day, then probably we could head for the lower levels in Nifty futures. Let's have a look at the Bank Nifty future. Bank Nifty future, the volatility has been even more sharper. Again, in terms of trend, the shorter term time frame trend, which is the hourly time frame chart, it is down. In the daily time frame chart, it is also down. And we can see a small trend line breakdown in the RSI, which is adding to the bearishness. You can see this trend line breakdown and see the RSI has come down, right? So this is a sign that downside momentum is aggravating. But for the bulls, there is one small support. You can see this particular level, this particular consolidation zone, and this particular resistance, which is now a support. So certainly we are at a very strong support. And if you check the hourly time frame chart, we again have some sort of overstretched charts in the Bank Nifty futures and a positive divergence also. It's not as strong as Nifty, but certainly it is. So probably a short-term pullback is probable, but maybe that pullback may not sustain. If you want to stay at a higher range, it's going to be very, very difficult. We'll need to probably surpass at least 42,485 or 42,500, which is not going to be easy considering the sell-off in the PSU banks. And I have been repeatedly telling in all of my videos that PSU banks should not be touched as a positional trader, only as a swing trader. Continue to trade them for extreme short term and get out. That's it. If you check all of my recent videos, especially from this day, from the day there was a sharp pullback in PSU banks, I have continued maintaining my stance on PSU banks that please avoid PSU banks for positional trades for a few months. Consider PSU banks only and only for short-term swing trades. All right. So overall, you can see that it's a very volatile, you can say, atmosphere currently in the markets. It's not going to be easy considering the budget is coming up. So first of all, if you want to trade, keep your position sizing minimum at 50% of what you trade, or else I would suggest do not trade. Because if you do not trade for a day or two, you're not going to miss a lot of profitability or something. And if you feel that you're missing that, then I would very very strongly suggest keep your position sizing low. अगर आप कम पैसा बनाओगे volatile market time पे, तो उससे कोई बिगड़ने वाला नहीं. But if you lose more, then it's going to hit your trading psychology a lot. All right. So I hope this educational video has helped you to understand possibly how to trade in the market in coming days and how markets might move in the coming days. All right. In my next video, which will be the weekly sectoral analysis, I'll try to even dive deep down in the various stocks and the various sectoral indices, which will be probably coming out on Saturday. Right. Trade well, trade wisely. Thank you.